In this week's episode, I drive through a huge desert rainstorm in search of all kinds of treasure, some of which I really was not anticipating to find during this trip. Of course, my plan to camp in my car and save some money did not go as I had hoped because of the rain. I get mad at a billionaire, but not for the reasons that you would think. But I have a great time anyway, as I drive from Los Angeles to Phoenix and Scottsdale, Arizona. If you're new here, welcome to my Monarch Ranch, where I show you fun places to visit, explore, and hike while I try to live a more naturally healthy life and lose weight. Our first stop was unexpected. I found this cute and very cool gems, minerals. You can find all different kinds of rock here. So whatever you're looking for, they probably have it here in huge pieces that you can use to decorate your garden, or they have smaller pieces that you can use for decoration, for jewelry making, or whatever you like to use rocks for. So this is a great place to check out with your family. You can spend probably a couple of hours here. I really like it because it's across the street or right next to the different Tesla superchargers. So if you have a Tesla and you need to make a charging stop, it's probably going to be in Quartzite. So you can really find some cool stuff here. I was really excited to find all these different rocks and minerals, but we're going to find some other cool stuff in Quartzite that you may not have as expected to find in the middle of the desert. Found something unexpected here in Quartzite outside the Tesla supercharger. Some cool vehicles for sale. So this Team Extreme Chaos, 15 grand. I'll give you so this is a Quartzite outpost. I'm guessing these are the owners. Dang. These things are cool. I don't want to walk in between. These aren't my vehicles. So I'll just show you the sides. Okay, I'm going to show you the front. Star vehicle. So 20 grand for this truck and 15 grand for this one. Cool. But that's not it. That's not the only thing that you're gonna find for sale here. Check this out. This is 20 grand. Oh no. Can you imagine your neighbors, what they would say if you drove this home? Park this in your driveway? If you could fit it in your driveway. Holy jeez. Okay. Looks good underneath. It's cool. Look how cool this is. Climb up on it or anything, but 20 grand, that's a lot of trek for 20 grand. Give the Quartzite outpost a call. We can get some of this stuff there too. I'm going to do kind of more of a vlog of my trip to Scottsdale, but it's been raining and now it's super windy, so we weren't really able to film outside or anything. But we are getting close to Scottsdale. We'll be there soon. We're actually in the town of Buckeye, Arizona, and we're on our way to the Good Guys show, and also we're on our way to spring plant sale. at the Desert Botanical Garden in Phoenix. So we're going to Scottsdale and Phoenix in this trip, and we're going to be doing the first solo camping that I've ever done and my first ever camping trip in my Tesla. So it should be interesting. People don't like Teslas anymore, but I'm stuck with my Tesla since I bought it 3 years ago, and I'm stuck with this car, so I'm gonna drive it into the ground. So anyway, it's been a great trip so far. I've only spent about, I think, like $30 on charging so far, which is not bad for getting all the way here to Arizona from Los Angeles. So follow along with me as we take this cool trip out to Scottsdale and Phoenix. This Buckeye, Arizona store was the first Cracker Barrel I had visited, and I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of merchandise that they had available for sale. I do like to visit different stores that are near the Tesla superchargers. If I use the restroom, I usually like to purchase something of some type to help out the restaurant and or the store, just, you know, to minimize my impact. And that's, I think, a good way of planning your trip too. Yes, I definitely found out the hard way what happens to you when you've been driving. I've been driving since 8 a.m. It's 5:37. Yeah, I took a break for breakfast and one for lunner. Not one for lunch. Didn't take one for lunch. I'm exhausted. And so I'm gonna book a hotel. I booked a hotel for the night, and I have zero regrets because I'm exhausted. I cannot camp tonight. I have nowhere to put my stuff. Everything's wet. So this is just much better. I'm so thankful that I did this instead of camping, because this is worth it. And I just want to show you the view because it looks like we're gonna have sunset soon. I'm not, I can go get some tacos. There's a Starbucks nearby. Not too shabby. Much better than camping. Good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm getting ready to head out for a couple of cool events. One is a plant sale, and the second one is a car show, which I originally drove here for, the car show. So I'm looking forward to both of those events today. First, we're going to check out the Desert Botanical Garden, and then later I'll show you some behind the scenes from the Good Guys show here in Scottsdale. So follow along with me. It's going to be a beautiful day. I drove here in the rain yesterday, decided not to solo camp, and I'm glad I did not solo camp, but look how gorgeous the sunrise is. Actually, it's not really capturing as well in film, and it kind of went away pretty quickly, but it was just gorgeous just a couple seconds ago. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. This Desert Botanical Garden definitely had the largest selection of cactus that I've ever seen for sale. They had pretty much every type that you could think of, including these cool ones that look almost like rocks. So I had a lot of fun looking at all the cactus, but I decided that I didn't want to take home a cactus and potentially injure myself or my car when it would spill all over the place. So instead I got this desert rose, which is a beautiful flower to enjoy. And as you walk into the botanical gardens, it really is amazing. They have year-round color because of all the different cacti and all the different succulents that you'll see. So it's a really good place to visit at any time of the year, but it's especially gorgeous in the spring. Today we're at gorgeous Desert Botanical Garden in Phoenix, Arizona. This is my first time ever visiting this garden. I did have some footage of the plant sale earlier, had some fun, and I did buy one plant. I only bought one plant. I thought I was good. One plant. So anyway, we're here to check out the gorgeous gardens here at Desert Botanical Garden. As you can see, there's going to be tons of cool wildflowers in bloom right now. You're going to see a lot of birds, and it's really a gorgeous time to visit the garden. This is one of the most heavily visited times when they have their spring plant sale. What do you think of the art installations? I think they're pretty cool, especially juxtaposed. I can't even say that word. Especially when it's up against the beautiful desert landscaping. Look at this hummingbird. Oh. I really loved all the beautiful wildflowers that you could spot blooming at this time of year. And you can also go and check out some butterflies. So we're going to be checking that out at the end of this tour of the Desert Botanical Garden. It's absolutely gorgeous here at the Desert Botanical Garden. It rained all day yesterday, or maybe it didn't rain all day yesterday, it rained all day when I was driving. But look how beautiful the desert is after it rains. So cool. This one that kind of crawls on the ground. Crazy. This one is massive cardone. Crazy. This gorgeous lupin was just one of the beautiful wildflowers blooming outside the cone family butterfly pavilion, where we spotted gorgeous monarch butterflies, gorgeous plants, and a few other beautiful butterflies all hanging out. And then on the way out, I always like to check out the Botanical Gardens gift shop. I did find a couple of things to purchase, and it really was a nice selection at this gift shop, and they even had blooming air plants, which I had never seen before. But as we're getting ready to head out, I'm getting ready to actually head over to Westworld of Scottsdale for the Good Guys Spring Meet 2025. This was my first time attending the show, and I focused on finding cool cars for sale, but I'll include a link to that video below so you can watch that after you're done watching this one. If you're into garage art, you're probably going to like this sign maker because he's really good with the neon. I really liked a lot of these signs. I wish he had one for my 1964 Studebaker Avanti, but I have something else in mind for garage art for that car. Here's the information if you're interested. And then now we're going to continue on my road trip home, which did not go as I had planned, not at all. Back to Los Angeles from Scottsdale and Phoenix, Arizona. I'm taking the directions that Tesla, like Tesla recommended last time. And last time it recommended that I take this like random road, and I was like, okay, well, I don't think that's a good idea, Tesla. I'm going to drive along on the I-10. Well, it was stop and go, and it was a really terrible drive. So I'm like, okay, let's take this other road. So we're out in the middle of nowhere, driving through California. We're in California now, but it's just like a bunch of nothing. And there's somebody following me. Hopefully they're like, you know, anyway, yeah, hopefully they know what they're doing. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm following Tesla, so let's see. This thing seems to almost like end. Okay. Alright, I think that person's following me because they think I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I know what I'm doing, but this is actually really beautiful. I feel more creeped out that there's somebody following me that I don't know. Like, why are they following me? Do they think this is a good idea too? Turn around? Okay. So that led me nowhere. Okay, now let's use Waze to actually get me home. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope I have enough charge to get back to the supercharger. This is ridiculous. Trying to lead me in the wrong direction again. The Bradshaw Trail is closed. People are honking at me telling me it's closed. I don't know what the heck. Don't do it, dude. Yeah, don't do it. No, you can't get through. Oh my god, what a mess. Still telling me to turn right and try to take that Bradshaw Trail. No, don't. Thanks to Tesla, I have to backtrack and go back to this charger's right on the other side in Arizona. So I have to go back to Arizona. From California to Arizona to charge. This sucks. I'm gonna get home so late. I'm so tired. Ugh. Hi guys. So when I was doing the editing for this video, I did not realize that somehow I misplaced the video where I actually got mad at Elon Musk and Tesla for their terrible use of directions in telling me to take a road. I think it led me like 45 miles out of my way in one direction. So that's 90 miles out of my way to get back to a charger that was across state lines. Thankfully, I had enough charge and I stayed extra at the last charger. If you have a Tesla and it tells you, hey, you have enough to continue your trip and you're doing a long trip and you don't have a lot of chargers like between California and Arizona, please, 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 please do not take these terrible directions. If it had been a hot day like it is today in the desert, it's like in the 90s probably, like your air conditioning and everything, you could really be in trouble if you don't have enough water, if you don't have good supplies. So make sure you always well prepared for something like that. And I'm glad that it didn't go worse for me than it did. So thank you so much for watching this week's episode. I may send a tweet to Tesla because I'm really upset about this. And I'm already kind of stuck with this car because I bought it at the wrong time before he lowered the prices and everything. And I'm just not happy right now. I'm glad I don't own any stock. And I wouldn't give anybody advice for anything. But yeah, I definitely probably not going to buy this kind of car again. Or this brand of car again, I mean. And I'm not going to follow your directions, Tesla. I'm going to follow Waze directions. Not sponsored by anybody. I am just a cranky person that did not like my experience road tripping in my Tesla. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to get out of my Tesla one way or another at this point. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And next week's episode, we're going to have some really cool stuff. You're going to see some gorgeous flowers here in Southern California. And we're also going to show you a great place to find native plants and how you can actually help fireproof and help make your home more resistant to fire by using plants. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.